All right, y'all. Theme Fantasy Warzone. Wizards, elves, dragons, and dark lords from fantasy epics collide in a realm-spanning war. Ooh, Sauron with a migraine. That's awesome. He looks furious. From his is it an ocular migraine? And Pete's Dragon coming from Extra Paul from Pinball Jones. So to vote for Sauron, exclamation point V1. If you want to vote for Pete's Dragon, exclamation point V2. If you want to vote for Giant Jaskier, exclamation point V3. Why is it called DeathLab? Did you sacrifice a rubber chicken? I actually let the audience come up with the name. If you remember, we generated names and then the initial logos when we were coming up with the idea of DeathLab all together. And DeathLab is what everyone votes on. All right, here we go.
And Fire Breath, the migraine of Sauron versus Pete's fiery friend.
So here we go. We got a DeathLab battle between Pete's Dragon and Sauron with a migraine. And to catch us up, Pinjamin nominated Sauron with a migraine, who's currently ranked 11th with one champion and a 20% win percentage, and who's recently nominated some fantastic characters. And then we have Extra Paul from Pinball Jones, currently ranked 33rd. I believe this is their first nomination, and they nominated Pete's Dragon.
With a throbbing migraine clouding his dark powers, Sauron staggered forward, clutching his head, as Pete's Dragon unleashed a torrent of fire, engulfing the air with a blazing inferno.
I like Sauron as whatever character that is. Kind of looks like the jailer from the Three Musketeers. Benjamin, well, I'm dead. That's solid though. Like, obviously has a migraine and that's showing up in the story. Look how great that is. All right, let's see what happens in part 2.
The Dark Lord, summoning his remaining strength, raised his hand to cast a shadowy spell, but the searing flames overwhelmed him, seeping into his very essence.
Benjamin, I would be surprised at this point if Sauron the Dark Lord was capable of of winning. This definitely does not look good. But that video, wow, that is an angry and focused Dark Lord right there. Mind you, also consistent, right? Because that person has very, very red hair, and I know the Dark Lord is meant to be soulless, right?
In a final gasp of defiance, Sauron crumbled to ash, leaving Pete's Dragon triumphant amidst the smoldering remains.
I don't know who those 3 characters were, but Pete's Dragon looked pretty BA there at the end. Benjamin, I'm so sorry, but Sauron with a migraine. Yeah, did not make it. Yeah, he's toast. Boom.